hand. So you understand that you're entering into a very serious probation. We take it seriously, and if you continue to, if you violate at this point.
All right, pause right here. This is the moment where everything gets real. The judge is about to lay out probation terms, and despite how routine this might sound, probation is a legal minefield. One wrong step and you're not getting a warning, you're getting cuffs. Keep an eye on how much discretion the judge has here, because that power matters a lot later.
I mean, we can put you in a rehab facility, right? So just no alcohol from any source. That's all we're asking you to do. Stay out of trouble. If you don't have a license, don't drive. These probations are typically pretty easy. All you have to typically do is 2 classes, stay out of trouble, and don't drink. And as long as you can do that, then you're walking out of here,
Yes, sir.
What are the conditions that we have, Shatori?
Thank you for a change.
Okay.
DWI education. 2 victim impact panels. SCRAM. Random urine analysis. No refusals.
What that means is that if you are pulled over and an officer asks you to submit a breath sample, you have to do it. If you don't, then you're in violation of this probation.
No drugs or alcohol. And the guardian interlock.
Do you have you've got the SCRAM now?
Yes, sir.
So what we'll do is when you get your, is this license suspended, Alex? Do you know? Can you run it?
I don't
please?
have a vehicle either.
Yeah, I'll run it, Your Honor.
Then you will need to get a portable breath test device. And when you do that,
The SCRAM monitor? Okay,
I'm paying for it now.
Okay.
That thing's around $400 to $500 a month.
okay. I understand.
So as opposed to the handheld device, which is probably about $100 a month. So if you want to keep it, you can, but it's costly. And once you get on probation, I can't pay for it for you.
I understand.
You will be responsible for the fines and fees. I can take off and I can reduce your fines and fees, but there's outside vendor stuff I can't pay for, like your DWI education class. You'll have to pay for that. It's $30, right? The victim impact panels, you will have to pay for that. PRAS, can I waive the fee? I'll waive.
Asterisk, this part is huge. No refusals means exactly what it sounds like if law enforcement asks for a breath test. You don't get to say no without consequences. A lot of people think refusing buys time or protects them, but on probation, it's an automatic violation. Would you have known that if you were standing there?
Waive your TRAS fee, which is around, that's what, $200? Yeah, so I'll waive that fee for you.
appreciate that.
But remember, this probation is not about the money. It's about you doing what you're saying you're going to do in the time that they tell you to do it. So there's a certain time for you to finish everything.
It's suspended.
Okay. Your license is not suspended. So one of the other things I want to
No,
do.
it is.
He was suspended.
There's an ALR suspension.
There is a
isn't
suspension.
Yeah, it is.
Yes, sir.
So we will, as part of this probation now, require you to get your Texas driver license. I want you to get it so that at some point you can become a legal driver, but you have to have insurance and you're not allowed to drive any vehicle that doesn't have a guardian interlock on it. If you're caught, then that's a violation of your probation. Don't just do stuff. You get permission first.
Yes, sir.
Don't try to do and beg for forgiveness after the fact because it doesn't work here.
Yes, sir.
You understand? You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. So once you accept the probation, you're stuck with it until you complete it or it gets violated. Now, the agreement that you're entering into is 180 days jail time to be probated for 18 months. This will now reflect as a conviction on your record. From now on, you'll be facing a minimum of 30 days in jail. No proverbial slaps on the wrist. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions?
So what does that mean? I can go, when do I go take the SCRAM monitor?
First, you get the portable device. When you get that, we will take that
Okay,
ankle monitor off. I want to know that you have something that's
Yes, sir.
testing you before we just take that off. We're not going to take your word for it that you're going
I
to
got
get it, you know?
yes, sir.
But the minute you get it, let us know and then we'll take that off and then you can keep the other one. If you fail, if you pick up a new case, don't do your stuff. I will issue a warrant for your arrest. I'm going to put you in jail. I'm going to bring you back out in Orange and we're going to talk about if you violated or not. And if they prove it to me, you're looking at 180 days in jail.
Yes, sir.
Understand? You have any questions? How do you plead to the offense?
Here's the hidden sting of probation, the costs. Courts can waive some fines, but private vendors, no. SCRAM monitors, breath devices, those bills stack up fast. This is where probation quietly turns into a financial pressure cooker, especially for people already struggling. Does this feel like accountability or a paywall to freedom?
How do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty? All right. I will find you guilty. I'm not going to suspend your license. So just take care. You have the ability to get it back. What do you do for a living, Mr. Houlihan?
I'm in the process of, I need to take the Texas Health and Life Insurance exam. And then once I pass the exam, I'm going to be working for an insurance company.
How do you support yourself now?
Right now, living at home with my mother.
Good. Stay there. There's nothing wrong with it. You know, I graduated law school. I still went and lived with my folks. Man, I lived with my folks until I was like 35. There's nothing wrong with it. I saved a crap load of money, you know, and, you know, that's what you do, right?
And it's
Until you-
also,
there's nothing wrong with it.
also work from home as well. So
Great. Just take care, you know,
Yes, sir.
work at home, stay at home, make a lot of money, keep a lot of money in the bank, and then you venture out. Don't do things backwards, like have a kid now, because that's, do you have any kids?
38 years without kids on.
Well, perhaps one day you'll get blessed, but just do things in the right order, and
Yes, sir.
then things will work out for you. I'm going to waive your supervisory fees, your DPS fines and fees and surcharges. Meaning I'm taking off around $4,000 of fines and fees that you would otherwise be required to pay. And if you don't get a license. But I'm going to tell you now, if you come back here with another DWI, a second DWI, there's a surcharge of $6,000, not to mention court costs. So you roundabout leave here with about $7,000 in fines and fees. So if you want to get lit in the future, just don't get into a car.
I don't have any interest in drinking at all anymore, honestly.
Time heals all wounds, Mr. Houlihan. Say that again.
Talk to them about marijuana too, because that seems to be the problem.
Marijuana can be a DWI with marijuana as well. It doesn't have to be just, if you take too much NyQuil, what happens? Right. So it doesn't have to be just alcohol. All right. Good luck. Don't smoke weed.
Yes, sir.
Smoke weed. Mr. Cope.